friends and fellow crafters. This weekend I went to some thrift stores, and so today for Maker Monday I'm going to go through my thrift store haul. I'm going to start by untangling everything and laying it out so we can take a better look at it. It kind of got all tangled up. I also bought a basket while I was there, which I'm going to use to put together a prize for a giveaway, not on this channel, but for a charity event. But I used the basket as a container to hold everything, because at my local Goodwill, they don't have bags anymore. You have to either bring in your own bags or just, you know, buy a basket or something while you're there. I forgot to bring a bag with me, but I bought a basket. So I threw everything in that, and then by the time I got home, it was all tangled up. And the trick to untangling jewelry is to do it very slowly and carefully, to have patience.
Pull the string! Pull the string!
So like instead of yanking and pulling, I just kind of gently try to shake it, loosen it up a little bit. Sometimes unhooking the clasp helps. It's amazing how tangled things can get. And there we have everything all laid out in order of price. The stuff on this end is $1.99, and then it goes all the way up to the stuff on this end was $3.99. Most of the pieces were around $2, so there was like $1.99, $2.19. I don't know why everything was priced so differently. Some thrift stores I've gone to, they'll just have standard prices for everything, like all earrings are 99 cents, or all necklaces are $3.99 or whatever. But everything at this Goodwill I went to this weekend seemed to be all kinds of different prices. But still, all very low priced. And with the cost of shipping and the cost of materials in general just going up so high. You know, I mean, look at this. This one was $2.19, and I get all these beads. You know, there's not a lot of places you could buy all of these beads for just $2.19. Or this one. This is also $2.19. And it's got all of these rings on it that can be used for earrings or necklaces. You know, we could take this apart and have a whole lot of parts to make a whole lot of things for only $2 and no shipping cost. Alright, so let's go through each one of these. These are some earrings that were $1.99. And they're really cool. I don't think they're sterling silver. When I go to the thrift store, I look very carefully. Sometimes you have to look on the ear wires themselves, but usually it's on the back of the earring somewhere. It'll say 925. And 925 means it's sterling silver. I think it means it's 92.5% pure silver and then 7.5% something else. So yeah, I mean, these might be silver, but the person who made them maybe made them by hand or something. They do look like they're worked along the edges by hand and not manufactured. They're not super clean cut and perfect. There is a tiny 925 on the ear wire itself. So for $1.99 I got some possibly handmade sterling silver earrings. Very nice. I think I'm going to keep those. I'm not going to take them apart and use them for parts. For $1.99 I also got this key pendant. I think that's pretty cool. Not sure what I'll do with it, but I'll do something. These were $1.99, and I thought these were really pretty. I don't think they're real stones. I think they're meant to look like they're real stones because real stones will have an open setting in the back. You see that? So they're trying to make it look like these are real stones, but they're not. But these are still really pretty. I mean, it's a pretty necklace. I could wear it as is, but I don't know if it's really my style. I think I will probably end up cannibalizing this, taking it apart, and using these little connectors maybe to make earrings or to make other bracelets. And it has some really nice chain and a nice clasp on it. You know, and if you were to buy loose chain or chain by the foot and clasps and all of these connectors and everything, you would definitely spend more than $1.99. So yeah, I'm gonna cannibalize this and make something cool with it. Next we have this kind of gothic looking necklace. It's got black chain, a very long black chain. This is nice. This is like maybe 28, 30 inches, something like that. And it's got all of these charms. It's got a heart. Now it's missing one of the little gems, but I've got a little container of Swarovski crystals here. I can replace those with some nice ones, but you know, I still like the charms on that, and the chain on it is really nice. So for $1.99, those are great parts I can use to make something else. Same with this one. This one is $2.19. This has got some great beads on it. I love this filigree, this black filigree. It's got a nice clasp on it. I love this thing. I love it, and I want to make earrings out of it. But I'm going to have to sit and take it all apart and get all of these rings separated and then see what I can come up with. I can't get over this one. This one was only $2.19, and look at all these beads. I'll skip ahead to this one was $2.98. But see, this one's got a lot of beads too, and that's why I bought it. And there's so many of them. Oh my gosh. These also look like quality beads to me. I mean, they might be Chinese knockoff Swarovski crystal, but if they are knockoffs, they're very good. These green emerald sparkly beads are just so pretty. And for $2.99, I got a bracelet and a necklace of these. I will probably take them off of there and use them for something else, not wear them myself. But they are just so pretty. And there's bicones, and there's cubes, and there's round beads, and they have that AB finish. Alright, next we have, for $2.99, I got this thing. It is so cool. It's so very like Art Deco looking, or yeah, probably not Art Nouveau. Art Deco is more geometric, and Art Nouveau is more curvilinear, swirling and natural looking. This has elements of both though. It's got this kind of swirly Art Nouveau filigree here, and then it's got this kind of Art Deco shape to it. It's really cool. Let's test how secure this thing is in here. I've got a little tiny clockmaker's screwdriver, and sometimes I can get underneath something and gently pry it out. And we want to be careful that we don't damage the bezel around it. So I'm not pushing too hard. Oh, I heard a little crack. And that was the glue letting go of it. Nice. All right. So we got that out. Here are a few possibilities. I could do a little watch movement, or I could do a propeller. That looks pretty cool. Or I've got some old broken jewelry, or an old antique button. Then we have this one. It's a beautiful rose gold chain, and it's got this really nice little charm. And then we have this one, which was also $3.99. This is the one that's getting tangled up very easily, but it's very, very pretty. There's a lot of chain to work with here. There's some connectors. There's lots of beautiful beads. So this is something that I could take apart and use to make other jewelry, or just keep it and wear it the way it is because it's really pretty. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. And then we have this one, which has got these big, beautiful lampwork beads in it for $3.99. It might be handmade, you know. Somebody carefully picked out these beads and put it all together. And I'm going to callously cut it all apart. I mean, these are really pretty beads. Lampwork beads, especially this big fat lampwork heart here. Those can get very, very expensive online. So $3.99, small price to pay for some really pretty lampwork beads. And then we have this watch, which I thought was a really pretty watch. And I may take it to a jeweler just to see if they can get it working. I mean, for $3.99, even if it doesn't ever work, I could take the parts and use them in something. Or use the watch band or something. But I'm curious if I can open it up and see what is inside. If it's got gears and a sort of mechanical movement, or if it's quartz. I think that's what they call it, the modern watches. I'm going to clean it with some alcohol though. It's kind of gross around the edges here. And that's just normal from somebody wearing it on their wrist. And, you know, sweating and doing things around the house or at work or whatever. Getting dust and stuff in there. In fact, you might have noticed that my fingers are getting really gross from handling all of this stuff because it's covered with thrift store dust. When I go to the thrift store, I still wear a mask, even though, you know, most people don't wear masks out anymore. But in the thrift stores, I always do. Because everything's just so dusty and you don't really know where it comes from or, you know, what the conditions were under which it existed prior to you getting it at the thrift store. So I keep a tub of alcohol wipes here by my desk. And I wipe everything down when I buy it at thrift stores to disinfect it, sanitize it. But I hadn't wiped all the jewelry down yet. I just got this. And I wanted to go through it and show you guys. There we go. Popped the back off. And it is a regular old quartz movement. No gears, no cool clock parts. Oh well. But I really want to start taking this apart and make something with this. These hoops seem to be pretty well soldered shut, so I'd have to cut them to remove them. But they're connected with these big jump rings. And I think I'll be able to get these off of there just by opening them up a little bit. There we go. We've gotten them all taken apart. Oh, there's so many rings. Oh, I can't wait to start using these. I can think of so many different things to do. Well, that's everything I found at the Goodwill this weekend. I spent less than $40 and I got lots and lots of useful parts. I've already made several pieces of jewelry with what I found. All of the jewelry featured in this video is available for sale on my website, junkwitch.com. Thanks for watching, and if you can help me reach 1,000 subscribers, I'd really appreciate it. As a special bonus to everyone who watches all the way to the end of the video, here's a little secret. I'm now doing weekly giveaways, so check the description of this video for details about that. I hope you're having a great day, and if you're not, I hope this video made it a little bit better.